Love AI. Love AI. Love AI.
Yeah. Heard they got a global gold coin, talking like it's straight from the mine. Larry Lane flashing little charts, but the numbers never line with the lines. Got a crate full of brothers in the chat room. Buy the dip next moon, get rich soon. Copy paste scripts, all caps in the group. Every lie feels slick, smells sick in the room. Twins standing right by him, echo every promise. Two mirrors, one con, both pockets the fattest. Robin Noble in the back with the briefcase, smile on his face, keep receipts in the briefcase. They say back by gold, I say back by. Show the vault, show the bar, show the truck. Ain't a nugget in sight, just a PDF bluff. Screenshot, smoke screen, suckers look. Global gold opponent ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. Hey, you can keep your lies, keep your spin. Hey, we ain't buying in, we ain't buying in. Hey. They love a desperate man with a light bill due. Double up, triple up, this right here for you. DMs flooding with the same little slogan. Early in the project, that's how doors open. But every well they show is a stock photo. Every vault they show is a crop logo. I see fear in the front, greed in the pitch. They got scripts for the poor, yachts for the rich. So we screenshot chat, save files, track trails. Follow every wallet, watch them cash out bail. PR posts, they ignore all the haters. That's us in the comments, dropping raw calculators. Check the ledger, where the metal, where the mine at. They blocked and brag, look, we don't mind that. Cool, but the truth don't mute. We outside with a megaphone glue. Gold opponent ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. You can keep your lies, keep your spin. We ain't buying in, we ain't buying in. You can sell that script to a stranger, but not to us, we sense danger. We the ones posting links, dropping facts. We the ones saying run no stats. Every lie got a time, got an end date. Every scam got a trail, got a mistake. When it all falls, when the story get thin, we'll be right here saying told you then. Global gold, Conan ain't gold. It's just talk, just hype, just cold. Larry Lane and his twin, that's a scheme. Robin Noble in the cut, that's the team. We the naysayers, speak that truth. Tear through the tails, through the proof. You can keep your lies, keep your spin. We ain't buying in, we ain't buying in.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all doing very, very, very well. And today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite scams because it involves the Hollywood scamming twins, Larry and Gary Lane, who are allegedly friends with Dolly Parton. And we're talking about global gold coin today, which is a very interesting crypto pyramid scheme, in my opinion, allegedly. And they've been having some trouble in paradise lately, but I do have their the meeting that they have set to unlisted from yesterday, their team meeting, right here. Hold on a second. This one, the GGC team meeting, hosted by Miles Seegers, Larry and Gary Lane. And apparently they have a special guest with the President Advisory Board members. I mean, don't want to miss that. Definitely have to be there. So we're going to be looking at that today. But first, I just want to take a minute to talk about what's been going on in their Telegram group, because it's been quite interesting. That's right. So they have their, of course, their main Telegram group, and that's where pretty much everything takes place. There isn't really a place in the back office for them to communicate with each other. So all of the communication is pretty much via their Telegram group. Let me know if the sound is okay, guys. My sound has been wonky lately. So please let me know in the chat if my sound is okay. But there's been a lot of tension going on in their group recently. As you can see here on my screen, there is this amazing message here from someone that is saying that, people are giving advice on how to get to the site. Apparently the site stopped working. Yeah, the site stopped working for everybody. So literally their state-of-the-art website. Yeah, the state-of-the-art website. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. They're getting a new state-of-the-art website. Yep. If these schemes have to move from website to website to website, that's all you should need to know. I know that like BG Well Sharing, for example, they tell their members that they move from website to website to protect their privacy and protect them from like hackers. And I'm like, dude, no other company is doing this. Like there's other ways to protect from that. That's not really one of them, But sure. So this person is saying, no, it won't even go to the site on phone, desktop, different browsers, incognito, Wi-Fi off, bad website. It was working and it stopped over a month ago. Larry, and this was at the beginning of April, so I believe that these messages are from the 4th. And so somebody else responds and they say, I'm logged in. And then someone else comes in and says, I'm on Verizon. You? My ISP for my desktop is blocking it too. So ISP is Internet Service Provider. So their Internet Service Provider is blocking them from going to the website, according to them. And so I have gigabyte speed fiber optic connection. How can I sign people up if the link won't work? And then someone else comes in and says, I can't go on the site either. So they were having a lot of issues with just the website. They couldn't even pull up the website. Where's my academy? Hello, Violet. Yes, very good question as well. That's what they get from using OnPassive's tech team. I mean, that might be what they're doing. We're getting people off of Fiverr. So here we have someone coming in and saying, giving some technical advice, some general troubleshooting steps for a common technical error. And so they're doing a lot of that. Oh, well, just try this and try this. It's very OnPassive. It really is. Remember the start of OnPassive when these were the issues? And so someone comes in and says, it's been this way for over a month. Are you outside the US on a VPN? Why not just fix the certificate on the website? Which I can't blame them for saying. Like, they're like, why not just fix it? Why are we doing all of this technical shit and having to go through all of this? Just fix the damn website. So the person responds and says, I'm in the US, no VPN. Somebody else says, Verizon network. And then somebody else pops in and says, Jim, the only thing that worked for me was the VPN. The only thing that worked for me is the VPN. So internet service providers are blocking people from being able to go to the site. And the only way that they can do it is via a VPN. So isn't that great? Great information. I think that's because it's a scam. Right? So here's somebody that comes in and they bring up kind of a different issue. Yeah, a different issue. They say, I don't get it. Every time I ask simple questions, I'm accused of not being patient or not trusting the process or being negative. All I asked for was clarity. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's typical of these MLM cults, right? You can't ask any questions. You're being negative. No, I'm just asking questions. How is that automatic negativity? What do you mean? So, ask for clarity about what is meant by global launch. So they're not even asking bad questions. They're just going, so what was meant when you said it was going to be a global launch? Like, what does that mean? Which to me is a pretty normal question, right? Pretty normal. Pretty normal damn question to ask. I'm here for the long haul. I want to see GGC completely change the face of the crypto space. I guess my questions will be answered on April 11th. So someone pipes up and says, to me, global launch means GGC will launch worldwide on April 11th. I am excited to hear more, and I am sure it will be confirmed on April 11th. So then Larry comes in and says, it's our official launch in Vegas with many global teams traveling in. I knit many things will be announced and updated live from Vegas. So I think they mean that things will be live and updated from Vegas. So they have their Vegas presentation. Nothing too spectacular went on there. It was pretty blah. They were posting a lot of the videos, though, like 2-3 minute videos into the Telegram group, of course. So that's what's going on here. You got Keith up there. And then someone comes in and says, good morning, Lane Twins, admin. When will we get login access for the Academy? My credit card was discharged for the Academy subscription for the second time, but no access to the courses, which that's the whole point of the Academy, right? It's supposed to be a whole thing of courses. Yes, global. Yeah, I don't know what, I think he meant it. Hello, cool cat, good to see you. Oof, right? So everyone has been charged, okay, in the month of March. Everyone bought into the Academy, so they were charged for the month. And then the whole month of March, nothing was added in. If you remember in a previous stream that I covered this company, people were asking if they would be charged again this month since nothing had been added. They were kind of like, we paid for a month, we never got anything for that month. So I hope you're not charging us in April because we still haven't gotten anything for the last month. Larry told everyone, no, don't worry. You will not be charged for April. And it turns out that people are getting charged for April. So that's not good. As they say, no access to the courses. Not happy about that. I also wanted to change my payment type, but can't without a login access to make those changes. Please advise, and thanks in advance. So I was really pissed when I saw this because I was like, because I remembered, I was like, no, Larry told them that they wouldn't get charged again. So how dare they go and charge them again? Especially when people can't log in, allegedly into the Academy either, and people can't, there's nothing back there once they do log in. You can't charge people for a service and then not provide said service. That definitely is a scam, no matter what you say. So somebody else comes in and says, yeah, I haven't been able to access the courses. Empty folder, please help. Thank you. So as you can see, this is everyone. So Larry says, please message me. Thanks. And I'm like, fuck you, Larry. Why are you telling people to message you privately about this? That's not really fair. If everybody's having a problem, and this is what used to bother me at MLMs, because I was always taught in school and stuff, if you have a question, have the courage to ask the question. Because if you have a question, you're probably not the only person with that question. There might be other people that have the question, but maybe they're too scared to ask. So ask the question. And in this case, you can clearly see that more than one person is having this issue. So why are you talking? I would find it more annoying as Larry Lane to talk to 10 people privately about this than I would to just do it in a group chat with everyone and talk to everybody at the same time that's all having the issue. What are we hiding it for? It's already been outed in the Telegram group. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Like, what? Why does it go private all of a sudden? That used to piss me off in all of the Facebook groups I was in both MLMs I'm in. Because I would like ask a question and then my upline or like the manager of the team would write me and be like, hey, we can't have like questions about like why you haven't gotten paid a lot, even though you're doing all the things and things like that, or certain questions about the products you're asking. We can't have that in the Facebook group. And I would be like, why not? If all of this works like you say it does, then we should be able to talk about it openly. There should be no secrets. What are we doing? So I hate it. I hate it. So then somebody else comes in and says, good morning, Larry. Thank you for responding. I received the email from Key. Followed the steps. Created the account, but nothing is there. Don't know what to do. Thank you. So then he goes, check your side messages, please. And this person doesn't understand what the side messages are. I'm assuming that that's kind of, I don't really have Telegram. So I'm assuming the side messages are the DMs. But I'm still kind of like, Larry, what are we doing? Again, why are we messaging people privately about this? Obviously, it's a problem across the board, and you should probably publicly explain to everyone why there is nothing in the academy and they got charged for 2 months with nothing. You know? So, more recently, I just got these ones today. That's right, breaking news. You know? Reverse the charges before it's too late, right? The whole thing is, though, if they do that, will they get booted out of here and just not get what they were supposed to get? Because they don't want to get kicked out. They want to be in the MLM, unfortunately, you know? So that's why someone wouldn't just go and do that. You know, like for most of us, yeah, if there's a charge that we're being charged for, we don't get it, we're going to call the bank if they don't refund us, right? You know, I got scammed years ago and I still have a stop payment on my account for it. I have to pay every year to put a stop payment on my damn account for it. Otherwise, they'll randomly try to take the money out throughout the year. And like it was a scam. So, yeah, you do that. But these people are like, I don't want to do that because, like, I'll get kicked out of the MLM. So it sucks. But yeah, here is somebody, and they're posting up that the login button doesn't work. Because, again, they're having login issues. Again, even more people. So someone says the login button works for me, but my balance doesn't show. So now, even if you log in, you can't see your balance. Things are going awfully wrong here at GGC. All right. And then somebody else pipes up and says the website's not bringing up the info. So it appears that their website is experiencing some technical difficulties. So then they said, yeah, I'm having issues too with login. Somebody else comes in and says, ditto. Another person comes in and says, ditto. So then someone comes in and says, reboot the web services. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really sure what that's going to do, but I guess you try to reboot the web services. You know? Yeah, tech geniuses. Right? Exactly. I think you were talking about how it shouldn't be a private conversation when everyone is having the same issues. I don't know why Larry's like, okay, well, just message me about it. Why, Larry? We're in the Telegram group right now. Can you not just answer? Like, you're adding extra steps to this. Just answer. It would have taken you the same amount of time to answer the question, wouldn't it? Then it would be to be like, oh yeah, DM me, and then they DM you, and then you're like having private conversations with 10 people. I just don't get it. But I guess that's how Larry Lane does things. And then this was posted. That's all I got. Just look at this. That's it for this. That's just marketing material. I don't know what this is supposed to signify other than it's a golden bowl, you know, with money, got some weird GGC tags hanging, and a chain. It's gangster bowl. Gangster GGC bowl. And so now let's get into this amazing meeting from April 15th, which was, of course, yesterday. It went on yesterday night. So they have this hidden. They don't have it public on their channel, which I find a little bit weird. Okay? I find it weird. I'm like, why can't people had to be there or else they missed this?
All right, folks, welcome to our GGC team update meeting. Listen, guys, we just wanted to get together with you folks and share some things with you that we learned over the weekend in Las Vegas. Some of you were probably there, but those of you who were not there, we simply wanted to share some updates with you, and we wanted to share, guys, these updates from the perspective of the President Advisory Board. In other words, you're going to hear it from us. Those of you that were on the corporate Zoom last night, you heard from two of the board of directors, Tommy Kemp and Keith Yarborough. So most of you should know what's going on, where we're at. Okay, but having said that, we simply wanted to share with you from our perspective, what's the status of GGC. Okay, and I'm going to have all of the advisory panel jump in, share their thoughts as well. My apologies for not having my camera on, but it's on now, guys. You folks.
Probably, Jelly. I'm just kind of like golden bull with weird tags. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, most of the people in this are not crypto people. That's the thing. So I don't even think that they would get any kind of reference like that. So, like, the most of them, they're just like, oh, cool, golden bull. But, like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? What does that mean? You know what I mean?
Can see me, but that's what we wanted to do, folks. And I'll tell you guys, I was really hoping that there would be more of you at the Las Vegas event. I saw many of you. I shook hands with some of you. It was great to meet you guys, because I want you to understand something, folks. Like, with GGC, guys, we're one big family here. And this movement, guys, they're
all one big family, aren't they? Every single one of these. They're always like, one big family we are. And I'm like, are you though? Are you? Because, like, if one of you leaves, do you stay in touch? Do you stay in touch? Is that family?
We're all in this together. Okay, and we're going to talk about three things that I know.
We all cannot log into the website together. We all are getting nothing on the Academy together.
I know for a fact you guys are concerned with. Again, we're going to give you our perspective. So again, I want to kind of just set the framework for tonight. Okay, we, the advisory board members, guys, we decided to just get together and host this meeting for you guys, our team.
And what's the advisory board, you ask? Just a group of people that are running this scheme. That's it. Does it mean anything, really? No. It, like, to the scheme, it legitimizes it. Because it sounds all professional to have, like, a board of directors or an advisory board or whatever, right? So they often, like, a lot of these things will create one. But that's all it is it's basically like them grabbing the top people. It's just like in on passive with the leadership council. Exact same sort of thing. It's just the people that are running this, along with the top leaders that got together and said, okay, well, we'll all have a meeting to decide everything about this scam as we do it. As we scam everybody, basically. Like, it doesn't mean anything else. So, like, don't get tricked by their lingo here and by them trying to sound like they're coming out here with some kind of big announcement or whatever, right? Like, it's doesn't legitimize them. It doesn't mean anything. There aren't any real titles here, just like every other MLM. It's all bull hooey. Although this one's worse than the other MLMs. On my channel, I've been covering a lot of MLMs that, like, can't even get to the MLM status. Like, they are just full-on pyramid schemes at this point.
Folks that have invested their time, their energy, and of course their finances and their belief in GGC, Global Gold Coin.
Yeah, the more you believe, the higher you go.
So our goal tonight, guys, is to provide you with clear, transparent updates, transparent as we can be as to the status of the GGC platform.
And why would you need that? You know what I mean? It's like you either have a fucking platform or you don't. Either do the thing or don't. Why do all of these need 17 months? Or sometimes 8 years to like get going? Okay? That's ridiculous.
So we're going to discuss even, guys, where we got started. Again, I started back in November, right after Thanksgiving. Yeah. And, some people started actually in October. So we're going to discuss where we got started, where we are today, and from our perspective, where we're going next. So we want every single
Potato. Sorry. I had an outburst.
active member. And you notice I kind of emphasize that word, active. Okay, I don't want to offend anybody or anything, but if you have simply created an account and you have your bonus coin or coins, from my perspective, folks, you're not really active.
Yeah, basically this is very similar to BG Wealth in the sense that it's not connected to anything. It's just their own exchange. That's why they haven't like gone live yet or launched or whatever. They're saying they're doing their global launch soon, right? So just keep that in mind as we go through this.
You're active if you purchase the coin, at least one coin, folks. I consider that active.
In most of these schemes, being active would be like trading the coins, not just purchasing them. But this is an MLME scheme, so you just got to purchase a coin and then you're automatically active, and then make sure you recruit 5 people who recruit 5 people,
But our active members, we want them to walk away with a clear understanding of the vision and the strategy and the long-term direction of GGC. Again, from the perspective of the President Advisory Board. So, guys, when I decided to host this meeting, initially it was just for my team.
You still, I don't know if you're sharing this link around, but it still technically isn't posted publicly, sir.
Then I got a hold of my sponsor, Mr. Larry Lane. I said, Larry, would you like to pop on with me? I'm going to host an update meeting for my team. And of course, Larry's always there for me. He said, sure. He said, sure, Miles. So I said,
Larry's just always there. He's also always the one that seems to respond in the Telegram group. So that's why I say, like, Larry has to have a higher hand in this than just being a top bro in it. And it's almost like them creating this presidential advisory board. Like, let's just throw a bunch of buzzwords together and call ourselves that. That's all that is. It actually kind of like infiltrates all of them more, in my opinion. Just saying. I believe that this is a crime.
Larry, why don't you invite your team members as well as the other President Advisory Board members? They can invite their team members as well. And that's all of you folks. Now, listen, guys, you're watching the recording. Don't get mad at Larry. Don't get mad at Dawn, Dr. Steve, or any of the advisory board members. My apologies. I thought my Zoom capacity, and I know it was, my Zoom capacity could hold over 100 people. I had contracted with Zoom actually to hold at least 500 people, but unfortunately, as of tonight, they're telling me that we can only allow 100 people, and that's probably why you're watching the recording. So with that said, I want to introduce my sponsor. All of you know, a good friend of mine, Mr. Larry. Actually, Larry and Gary Lane. You guys there?
So, hey, everybody, glad to be here. And we've got the Zoom pretty much locked down. I'm getting messages on Telegram, so we will send out the recording. There's probably 500 people trying to get in, but that's
the Hollywood scamming twins. There they are. Yeah, right. Larry's always there, but he doesn't have any answers. I know. He just says, message me privately. Or he'll just send them tech stuff, like jargon. It's like when you have a problem at YouTube, but then they just send you the terms of service. You're like, thanks. I've read all this before. I'm here because obviously I didn't get my answers from that.
Good thing. So, Gary, I'm going to let Gary go first and let the other advisory board members, presidential advisory board members, talk about what we felt in Vegas. And then, Miles, I'll come in with you and we'll kind of wrap up our thoughts because I've got some really good thoughts. So, go ahead, Gary.
Hey guys, this is Gary. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be on the advisory board. I don't get to play in a lot of Larry's sandboxes when he does really cool things like this, but just hearing how close we are to the blockchain, how close you are to getting the new website, I'm just excited. I've been along for the journey. I've seen him grow in this company, and I just feel like we're just right on the cusp of something great. And I think everybody needs to win right now. That the shape of the United States is not great right now with the economy and everything. So I'm just happy to be here with all of you, and I think we're all going to get a big win out of this.
Yeah, so send me $900 for some GGC coin. Like, fuck off, Gary. You're as bad as your brother.
Without the camera, that could have been me saying all of that, but I promise my twins here. Go ahead, Miles.
I believe them. And it's almost weird, but like they're always together in these. It's nice that they're so close, I guess. But sometimes I wonder a little bit, like, are they a bit too close? You know what I mean? Like, they're always together. Like, Megan and Reagan Lynch aren't constantly beside each other on their calls. Like, they have separate lives. And then sometimes they're on the team calls together, and they're usually not in the same room. And that's usually the case when there's twins in these things. But these two are just, like, always together. And I'm like, I don't know. I just find it kind of weird. I'm like, do they have their own lives? Because, like, they've done all of the career stuff for, like, Hollywood together. And it does seem like Gary's more of the Hollywood guy and Larry's more of the scam guy. But they are just always together.
Yeah, exactly, guys.
I don't know if they have, like, that much of an independent life away from it, you know?
And listen, folks, as I was telling Larry earlier, guys, I want you folks to understand something. Guys, the meeting we're having tonight is not rehearsed, it's not polished, and it's not something we had to do. We just wanted to get together and just share, some thoughts with you guys, how we felt about the weekend. And also, we're going to point out, in my mind, guys, there's three things. We're going to give you our perspective for those three things, where we think the company's going to go, like in the next couple of weeks. We could tell you some things that we heard over the weekend, but at the same time, guys, I don't want people thinking something's going to happen before it does happen. Again, if you were on the meeting last night, again, and I know Keith's microphone wasn't working that well, but I'm sure you guys got the gist of what was going on. We're not going to tell you anything really different, guys. We just want to give you just our perspective. For example, okay, coming from me, the number one...
I don't know why he's held this meeting, and then he's acting like we're forcing him to tell us stuff. Mike, you're the one that's holding the meeting, my dude. Like, you decide what to tell us today. Why are you acting like someone's holding a gun to you? Like, tell them about this, tell them about that.
One thing, guys, I think most people are concerned with is when are we going to go on chain, guys? And I know it's been kind of like a moving target. Kind of started, to be fair, kind of started back in December, right? December.
Heard about that, guys?
Twitter was talking about, talk about being able to sell coins. Mm-hmm. January, February, March, and now we're in April. Now, guys, there's some...
Those are the months of the year. Very good, Mike.
Some people you talk to that might not want to bring that up. Okay, guys, I have no problem with bringing it up. I want to be very transparent with all of you. And you need to understand how GGC has evolved. Understand something, guys. It's taking us a little longer than we expected to get on chain, but that's actually a good thing.
Oh, how is that a good thing? That doesn't even make sense. Does Ash have access? I don't think so. I doubt it. But why do they do this? Whenever they have delays, they're like, oh, but guys, it's a good thing. Like, talk about toxic positivity.
Because, guys, you know it, I know it. In the beginning, folks, we weren't very compliant.
Okay. I mean, thanks for admitting it. I mean, that's what I was saying.
You could almost say we weren't compliant at all.
You said it this time.
You know, a lot of people talk about, where's Professor Roberts? Like, where is he these days? Well,
There's always a professor.
Professor Roberts is off, doing his own thing. I'll kind of leave it at that.
Oh. Okay. But like how Ash is off doing his own thing, or
But those were the days, folks, we weren't really compliant.
Sam Lee's off doing his own thing. There's a lot of these guys that are off apparently just doing their own thing.
Now that we have Finfire on board, we need to cross all the T's, dot all the I's, and do things the right way. For example, that's why we introduced the GGC Academy. Every single person listening to the sound of my voice should be a member of the Academy, whether it's at the $199 level or the $999 level, which we're going to talk about a little bit more.
See, the $999 level. That's why when Gary was all like, oh, the economy is bad right now, I'm like, okay. But then you're asking for like $1,000. I think I said $900, but whatever, close enough. Worse, $999, yeah, of course, 99. Like, it's ridiculous. Who has that money for a bunch of coins right now?
Everybody
That aren't even real.
should be a member of that academy. That academy, folks, makes us legit. Not just the real tangible assets that are back in the coin. The academy gives us an opportunity to continue selling coins.
Remember, the assets backing the coin are in a vault. Oh yeah, they have gold, a bunch of gold in a mine. People are mining gold. Literally. No, I'm not talking they're mining crypto. No, I mean they have a real gold mine that you could go and tour. And then they have a vault full of real fancy stuff, they claim. I'm sure artwork, that's an example that they usually throw out. And other fancy things, they're not really very specific on what's in there, but we're just supposed to kind of trust me bro it and be like, oh, okay, yeah, a bunch of stuff in a vault. That sounds legit. So those are their assets that are backing this up. And now they're claiming that having an academy, a platform that doesn't have anything in it, but is supposed to be an academy, somehow legitimizes them. Which I'm always very confused about, because there is nothing about that legitimizes them. If anything, it just adds something else that they're also scamming everyone with now. Because as I pointed out at the beginning of this, they also have to pay for the academy every month. So, like, what do you mean it legitimizes your crypto scheme? If anything, it just creates another scheme alongside it, and now you're scamming them with two things. Crypto and the academy. Like, what are you talking about? And I know the law. All right, and since this is based in the U.S., I've had to learn all of the U.S. laws because a lot of the companies that I cover are based in the U.S. And I can assure you that there is nothing in the U.S. laws of this kind of thing at all to do with business, to do with MLMs, to do with any kind of compliance that states that if a crypto has an academy, that they're just automatically compliant or something. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know where they've gotten this idea from. I have no clue. Because usually when they spew shit like this, I'll at least be able to pinpoint it to something that they're misinterpreting, I don't even know how they've gotten to this. This is just literally a lie that they've made up because obviously people had questions about, the crypto coin being legit and compliant. And they obviously had some issues with that. So now this is kind of their fallback. Oh, well, now we have this, so it automatically makes us compliant. No.
I want everybody to understand that. I'm going to reiterate what Keith said last night.
And I want everybody to understand that they are straight up lying. Lying out their ass about that.
Tommy said as well, in case you guys didn't hear it. It is April 15th, guys. Tax day. A day that some people might not want to hear.
You guys have a specific day? I guess we have like a due date. Usually like taxes have to be done. Like here, I think the latest that you can hand them in is like the start of June before you get like a penalty. I don't know. I usually like my taxes are done. I already did them like a month ago. But but I'm just saying, like usually that's how it goes here. I don't know. Do you guys is April 15th like the main day, or is that like the due date? You guys have to have your taxes done by that.
So what we're looking at, guys, based on what we heard last night, we're looking at the first or second week of May before we get on chain. Could be a little bit sooner.
The due date. All right, awesome. Yeah, I think I don't know, because I always get mine done by the end of April. I feel like usually I can do mine in March, and as soon as I get my forms, I do it because I hate it. So I just like to get it done and out of the way. But that makes sense. Okay, thank you. So the due date for the taxes is April 15th. That makes complete sense. That's good. I feel like people here in Canada are like still getting their forms and stuff. You know? Good morning, Danny. And wouldn't you be more my boss, if anything? I'm very confused. Like, you're not my boss, but well, what do you mean? Yeah, right. Yeah, this guy's I'm not as familiar with Mike here. This has been very interesting for me.
Advisory board members, feel free to jump in, guys. I heard the first or second.
Being an advisory board member is like being a YouTube channel's moderator. But like my mods, they don't have to do much. You know what I mean? Like that, it doesn't really mean anything. You're just, I guess, people look up to you in this thing. You're not my boss, buddy. I have your role.
Week of May.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what you guys heard. Yeah. And
Yes.
Awesome. And, you know, I know it's taken a while, folks, but I'm telling you, folks, in the end, when we
replace guys with folks,
you are on chain, you kind of look back and you connect the dots, guys. We know how people's minds works. You're not going to think about the delays. You're going to be happy because you'll be able to exchange your coins or sell your coins to somebody else. I do want to add in real quick, guys, because I'm looking at a timeline. I wish I was in my studio across the hall using the whiteboard. I'm looking at a timeline.
Oh man, we missed an opportunity to see this man use a whiteboard. He was going to go Randy Schroeder on us, and we missed it. Damn.
From my understanding, you notice I'm using my words very carefully. From my understanding, the peer...
Yeah, but this wasn't scripted and polished, remember?
Peer-to-peer is going to open first. You know, giving us an opportunity to send coins to someone else or a team member or a friend or a family member. You know, and as I was telling my team last night, you can be very strategic when you're dealing with a peer-to-peer. Okay, I'm not going to get into that right now, but again, I'm talking, folks, as a marketer. You can be very strategic how you use the peer-to-peer, which makes sense for it to open first. And then after that should be the exchange. So
why would you want to send coins to, like, I don't understand. If you're not on an exchange, then your coins don't mean anything. Like, they're worthless. So wouldn't that be the first priority in something like this you would think would be to get on the exchange? And you would think until you get on the exchange, you wouldn't really be doing much of selling or trading coins. Like, I don't understand that. That's the scam.
I'm not going to focus on that too much, guys. I just want to let you know. And one more thing, guys. I just spoke to Keith today as well before this meeting. Keith Yarborough. Keith told me
Right? Like if someone sent me some of these coins, I'd be like, well, this person doesn't like me very much.
Miles, it's on the way. Very, very soon, it's on the way, as well as the website. Okay?
They're just like O coins to me. Like if it's not an exchange, it's literally just like O coins. It's in a back office somewhere, just sitting there. Like you're just playing Monopoly money, playing pretend. I don't understand. So it doesn't make sense that you would then be sending this to anyone. I don't even know what it's worth. Like you're claiming that they're worth this much, that much, but they're not worth anything because they're not on an exchange. So I don't, like, how am I supposed to know what to send? Like, it just makes no sense.
Based on the information I've gotten from Keith, guys, we're looking at probably within the next 48 hours, okay, that our new website should be up. And again, I want to reiterate this, guys. I'm giving you the
Happened to your website. Just kind of went down, did it?
information that I have. And I'm going to stand by what Keith is saying.
Yeah, well, we know Keith. We know Keith quite well. Keith has made an appearance on many of my streams about this. In fact, I think most of them, other than when I was only covering Larry Lay and his brother, you know, in that deep dive. Other than that, Keith usually makes an appearance. He's the older gentleman with the cowboy hat and the very thick Southern accent that rambles on and on and on and on. And you're like, oh my God. And then he tells you he's going to end his rambling like 4 times before he shuts up. But he'll be like, oh, just one more thing, just one more thing. And he'll go for like 15 minutes. And then somebody else will go to talk. And then he'll be like, oh, just one more thing. And you're like, oh my God, Keith, stop. Like, get off of the webinar. You know? I'm sorry, but I have my money tied up in palms. Probably worth more than any of these things, honestly. At least those are sold at the store for money. Just saying. Ooh, 48 hours. Well, guess what, Joe? I just want to remind you guys that a couple of screenshots, the last 2 screenshots that I showed you, I'm not saying that they've logged in now, some of them, but that there's no balance or anything. Yeah, that was just from the last 24 hours. Right? So far, nothing has happened, and I don't think it's going to be happening in the next 24. Instead of buying the coins, can we just go to the mine instead? You would think so, but you can only go for a tour. Yeah, I guess they're just mining the gold to go put it in the vault. You know, with all of the famous artwork and other random assets. Because that's all they really say. You know? I don't understand what's going on.
Keith is giving you the information that he's gotten from the programmer, from the developer. Okay, so trust me, guys, there's no one more than the corporate, the board, and the advisors that wants everything done like yesterday. President Advisory Board members, jump in. Let the crowd know your perspective. Dawn, anything you want to share? Larry, Gary, anything you want to... Yes.
What I took from this weekend, I thought it was real good. What I took from it is from Mark, we have to learn to trust. From Gary, we need to learn patience, that it's not going to be, there's nothing quick about any of it. And from Tony, it's a process. So with those 3 things together, exactly with what Miles said, any business that you structure, it just...
True, they haven't really been talking about the mine tours much. It was really big at the beginning. That was like their whole selling point, was that you could go and see the gold being mined. That was kind of the whole thing. But it is true. Like, they haven't brought it up in the Telegram groups much. I wonder if they're not doing it as much anymore, because it would also be expensive to, you know, keep that going. Larry, Gary, Mary, and Scammy the Wonder Slaw. They got the whole gang there.
It doesn't happen overnight. And I think that all of us are eager and excited for this to get going and to see what happens. But we do need the patience. We need to understand that it's a process. There's a lot to it. And we do need to trust. trusting each other, that we're working together as a team.
Lord, that's all you learned from the whole weekend? Jeez, not a very good weekend.
As advisory board members, we talk and we work together, and we get what information we can from the board members, and we will give you the information as soon as we get it. We want to tell you more than you want us to tell you. So I believe that I can say that for myself and hopefully the others, that we are just as eager as you are to tell you. But it is a process. We have to have patience, and we have to have some trust that everybody.
Listen, I'm getting fed up with these damn things telling me I gotta have patience. How much patience can people have for these things starting, okay? Listen here, lady, I got one that's been starting for 8 years, damn it. Okay, enough of patience.
He's working very hard on this to get it going.
Amen. 100%, guys. 100%.
Don't bring Jesus into this.
I'm going to... Well, folks, those of you who are members of like my direct team, you know me. I'm like ready to share more with you than I probably should. And by the way, folks, we are all under NDA. So there are things we can say, there's things we cannot say. And guys, just the fact that, we're having this meeting, and again, if you're watching the recording, I apologize. It's not Larry's fault. Okay, it's not Todd's. I thought my capacity for my Zoom was at a level where it should be. Which after this meeting is concluded, folks, I will take care of that. I think I'll increase it to over 1,000 people. All right. Any other
Oh my God, how many people are victims of this thing?
advisory members? Dr. Steve Branch, anything you want to share? Your perspective, and also what were your
Remember, this is the one that Robin Noble. All right. Robin Noble took the Indian team from Onpassant. So they got a bunch of Onpassant people in from over here. So that's a big portion of their team. There are thousands of people being taken by this thing right now. Rita Cara Birch idea. Scammy the Wonder Slug. The Zoom payment bounced. Apparently, Lord, imagine though, if there are thousands of people in this, like, shouldn't you be allowed to have more people? That's why you should have made this public, just saying.
thoughts about the weekend, our weekend in Vegas?
Vegas week was great.
That sounds like a fun movie, Weekend in Vegas. Even though I feel like that's already like 50 movies. Pretty much what Hangover was, too, wasn't it? Definitely, this would not be involved in a fun movie about that. All right, there's no Weekend in Vegas movie that involves going to a crypto scheme conference. Just saying.
The system won't allow me to share my video when I'm speaking to anybody, but that's fine. But yeah, the meeting was great, and everyone there, I think, was very impressed with the entire weekend. One of the things that we need to keep in mind is that when the platform launched, and I'll never forget, these are the words of Keith Yarbrough, they anticipated, and Professor Rob was the visionary founder that started it all, unveiling the coin. Mm-hmm. They anticipated having maybe 500 members by January. So everything that's being put in place today really should have been put in place before the coin even launched, but they thought they had plenty of time for those procedures to get in place. And now it's playing catch up when you have an organization of over 650,000 members globally, and you need to make sure even when the back office and the website goes live, everyone is placed in the genealogy correctly. Mm-hmm. So it's better to be patient and get it right than have a big Pandora's box on your hand.
Why would you have to be put in a genealogy? Very strange.
So we do need to be patient. The great thing that's reassuring is the fact that the company has been consistent with improvements, and we see what's taking place over the last few months. We're steadily growing, and things are falling in line. So, as Miles mentioned, first couple of weeks in May, one of the
think he meant chronologically. I don't know. It just didn't make much sense to me. I don't know what.
exchanges should be in place. Now, keep in mind, there are two different exchanges. There's a blockchain and there's our company exchange where our coin, and we'll be able to exchange our actual coins and generate revenue. And that's the most important thing that's on most of the members' mind. How soon can we get some money out of the platform that we've already spent money in? And we are very, very
Oh
close.
my lord!
And many of us is going to be extremely happy. At the same time, there's a lot of individuals that are dormant. It's very difficult. Sometimes it's easier to give birth than wake up the dead. once we go live, with our exchange, well, guess what? They'll be coming back out of the woodworks. So don't want to elaborate too much because there's.
You can't just like make an exchange and be like, "There we go, we're trading, we're making money." Like that's not how that works.
Mal said we are under an NDA, but everything's going to be just fine. That's one of the reasons.
NDA for what though? Like, what are these crazy secrets that you wouldn't be able to tell these people that are investors? Lord, and what NDA? When was this signed? Was it passed around in the Telegram group? Is it notarized? Was there a lawyer even involved? Like, what do you mean?
The leadership, including the president advisory board, we're still here. We aren't going anywhere. We're here for the long run. So with that being said, pass it back over to you, Miles or Larry.
I was saying it since 2019, okay? You don't just write up an NDA. You don't just like sit down, Microsoft Word open, write one up, type one up, and then have people sign it and then be like, there we go. They signed an NDA with me. That's not how that works. And I keep telling people, don't sign an NDA with random people, especially in situations like this. Like an NDA for what? What information could you not share? Again, and with the investors. If you've invested money into something, you should definitely be told all of the information about what's going on. Right? Like, you should never be told, oh, sorry, NDA says we can't tell you what's going on with your money.
Or Gary or Don?
I'm here, yeah.
Right here, sir.
Hey, Dr. Steve, thank you. Hey, Miles, I'll say a few if you don't mind.
Larry, of course, brother. Go ahead, brother. Of course.
Absolutely. And just like Miles said, I know where Lisa Fields is trying to get on. She's mad at you, Miles, but I told her we maxed out. So she'll be on next time. But, like Dr. Steve Branch said, this journey started for me on November 30th. And I told Miles about it the very next day. So I know he started right there with me. But it was probably one of the most phenomenal builds I'd ever seen in my life. I mean, I shared it with about 10 people the very first night. I woke up and I had 134 accounts in my team. And I mean, there were times I went to Vegas the very next day. While I was sitting in Vegas for that first 7-hour meeting, 1,000 people joined our team just in that same meeting. Wow. So I've never seen anything grow so fast. But again, that is because we had a gold-backed asset, a coin, and we were creating free wallets. So we were literally giving people free wallets, free coins just to create that wallet. And, then we literally started with Finfire. Finfire came in probably mid-December towards the first part of January. Finfire came into the picture in January, and they really started crossing the T's and dotting the I's. So if you look at the journey of where we first came from, I mean, at the very beginning, it was very messy. We had a lot of people exciting, a lot of people creating wallets, but now we have a full-blown company. We have a full-blown academy. I mean, I've already started doing the academy. There's so much.
You don't, though. You don't have a full-blown academy because, well, number one, people can't log in. Number two, there's nothing in there. You just have a platform of one. But you can't be like, oh, we got a full academy. No, you don't. It literally has nothing in there, to the point where people are like, you weren't supposed to charge us again this month of April. Why am I being charged? And I have a feeling that that's not even going to get mentioned here. You're not even going to bring up the fact that people just got charged a second time for the academy and there's nothing back there, and several people are upset about it, which is something that you would think that you would bring up in a meeting like this, by the way. You would at least have an explanation for why the hell people are getting charged again, have some kind of a solution to get them their money back. You know, let everyone know, sorry, I know Larry told you that none of you would get charged, so we'll refund all that back to you. And we're going to really quickly, sometime by the end of this week, we'll put those classes up there, you know? Like, that's all I really want to hear about right now. And then I want to know when you're going on the exchange. And it's like, you're not even going to do that. Because we still don't know. Everything's still up in the air, it seems. This is just a meeting that's like, please don't leave. Please don't get upset at us. We're just going to talk at you for a few minutes and tell you to be patient and remind you that we were just in Vegas and it was a lot of fun. So don't go anywhere. Like, what the fuck is this? You know? Yeah, it dates me too, Joe. We got it. We got it. We were illegal before, but now we're full blown, right? Now we're really illegal. A full blown academy that makes Greendale look like MIT. Yeah, right. Like, you can't even say that. It's so frustrating after we just read a bunch of people being like, yo, there's nothing in there. Or I can't log into it.
Education in there. You know, I started learning about crypto years ago. Lisa Fields was my teacher, and I was so bad at it. I was sending money to the wrong wallets. I was, you know, creating wallets. I was just frustrating her so much. So now to have an academy where you can learn all about crypto, all about.
Maybe if the wallet's worth 500 digits long. Jesus Christ. Just saying.
Tokenization, all about coins and blockchain. It's such an educational process. And like Miles said, that is what gives us legality. That is what gives us members the right.
It does not give you any legality.
Right to build, the right to share, the right to educate, and also the right to earn those commissions. So what I would say to everybody, because I've got people that write me every single day, well, I bought coins, I can't afford the academy, I don't have the money to do the academy. I get that 100%. But if you really think about the logic of our business model, take it back.
Like, it's just bullshit. It's just a way for them to fucking get people to pay for the academy and these coins and a membership. Because you have to pay the $1,000 to buy into the coins, and then you have to pay for the academy. Like, it's just bullshit. There's a scam running along a scam.
To late November, early December, and into January, everybody was giving out their free link. Create a wallet on my exchange. I'm going to give you a $100 gift of gold back and real world asset backed coins. Go back to that logic, because when you're signing up somebody for free, you never know if that person could say, wow, this academy looks amazing. I think I'm going to order the academy. That one upgrade could pay your $200 one-time academy fee, and now you have stumbled into the business. Also remember, if you've got 5 people that you personally brought in that are paying the academy, that $29 per month, that now takes care, because you're making $6 on your first level. So 5 of your personals that are paying their $29 a month, you're making $30. So that right there puts you in the positive. It's now taking care of your monthly fee. So what I would tell everybody on this line right now, just like Miles just said, Keith told me the same thing. We're probably 48 hours away from having a brand new state-of-the-art website. Just think about putting 600.
I hope people can log into this one. Fuck's sake.
50,000 people on the current website that we have, and God bless our heart, it needs a lot of work. We've all known that people get logged out. Think about a real back office, a real wallet, real support, real genealogy, where you can actually pull up your tree and see your people's emails. This is where we're going. That new website.
That is what every MLM has. I hate how they act like that's some big thing. If you're doing an MLM, yeah, you should be able to have all the contact information of the people on your team, and then you usually also get a chart. You can move people around. Like, what are you talking about? Why is that an extra thing? It's a bonus.
That is going to take us from 650.
Guys, it will be so amazing. We'll have a website, and you'll actually be able to log in and then see the actual data back there. And when you make a team, you'll actually be able to see the people on your team back there. Isn't that amazing? Like, what the fuck?
1,000 people.
That's what a platform is, you moron.
To 6.5 million probably in the next year or two. That's where we're going. So I would just tell everybody, you started the journey, keep your belief. Please be patient. There was a lot of stuff we had to work through in the last 4.5 months to get us to a legitimate company that can be here for the next 10, 15 years. We grow. We can add more coins. We can do so much stuff when we get to the blockchain, but you've got to keep the faith. I would tell everybody to share your free link. Say, look, I know I told you about this journey, in December. Well, now we're ready. We're going live. We've got our new website. We're getting ready to hit the blockchain. We've got so much going on. So Miles, I'm just excited to be here again.
Just excited. Oh, his name's Miles. I thought it was Mike. Anyway, just excited to be here. I'm just excited to be here to scam all these people from their money. I promise we're gonna have the academy and we're gonna get on a blockchain. We've made peer-to-peer to ensure that some of the coin stays within our system, but that's not because we're a scam. We promise. And we're going to implement that before we get on a blockchain because this isn't a scam, we promise. And I know that you've been charged twice in a row for the academy when there's nothing back there, but this isn't a scam, we promise. That's all I'm hearing. A real front office, a real wallet, real Corinthian leather, real genius, real Madrid. Her name is Rilo, and she dances on the sands. Yeah, she dances in Larry's sandbox that Gary never got to play in. And are we sure some of these members will still be around in 10 to 15 years from now? They won't be. They won't be. We'll be lucky if half these people will still be around. That's just the statistics of how people are in MLMs. You can actually look it up. Most people leave within the first month, definitely by 6 months in, which is why they're constantly recruiting new people, constantly. That's why the business model is the way it is. It's set up the way it is because they know it's a scam. That's what's so frustrating to those of us that speak out about these things and how they're legal. It's like, why? Because they found some loopholes to make it seem legit? Like, that shouldn't be allowed. I'll believe it when I can buy it from the gas station. That's what I mean. Like, you can't just create an exchange and then be like, there we go. Now that we fully control. Like, I don't trust it. Just like BG Well.
Encourage everybody, give out your free link, start building your business. Remember also, we're now coming into a 7-tier payment structure where you get paid that $29 a month that people are paying to be members and earn commissions. $16 of that goes right back into the pay structure through 7 levels. Also, we now
because you're getting paid for recruitment, which that's illegal. So much for that legitimate company claim, huh?
Have coin purchases for the academy. Remember, anybody by tomorrow night at midnight that purchases the academy, $199, you're going to get 8 coins. That's an $800 value if you purchase that $199. If you purchase the $999 before tomorrow at midnight, that is going to be 80 coins, which is an $8,000 value. So absolutely incredible things, Miles. I'm excited to be here. I think our presidential advisory board is absolutely incredible. I know that we have literally are responsible for building and, keeping this company together, but we're right here at the start line. So just kind of re-engage your people, tell them, hey, this is getting ready to go. And like Miles said,
maybe you guys have been to the same gas station.
it's a great thing that we didn't go live in December or January because we would have never been ready and we would have never crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's that we've done now, put in that due diligence, got Finfire on board, everything.
They're like, listen, we did no research about this business that we decided to start before we took all of your money and told you to buy in. And it's a really good thing that we didn't go live because it was going to be illegal and we would have fucked it all up. And now that's somehow your problem. And I'm over here like, why are all these businesses just getting created where nobody's doing any research before they start a business? Like, what world am I living in? What twilight zone is this where people don't even research how to do the things that they're going to come out here and promise people that they can do? Like, even I researched to cover this. And so I'm just like, how do you not research before you start an entire business? Are you not, like, you should already know what you need to do to make it legitimate before you even start. And if I was in this thing and I came to this meeting as a member and this is how they were talking about it, I'm out. I'm pissed. I'm like, I can't trust you people. You can't even do research before you start your business. Like, what do you mean you didn't know how to dot all the I's and cross all the T's before? You had no problem taking my money. Like, to me, you don't have a right to take people's money if you are not going to provide. Okay? So if you're just out here fucking like, you can't be charging people extra for the academy, for example. And if you don't know what it will take to get on an exchange, and you haven't at least already started the process of that, how do you go and tell people, oh, yeah, come join my crypto? Like, it's crazy to me. These people got one nerve.
Happens for a reason. Everything happens at the right timing, and we're here where we're supposed to be. So, Miles, I'll give it back to you, buddy.
And I couldn't have said it better, Larry. I could not. Every time we talk about the Academy, folks, which is fairly new for all of us, it just makes me really excited, guys, because, again, folks, I think most people here
Get it. You're all very excited.
Are somewhat involved with crypto, or you've been part of some crypto platform in the past. Am I right? And they never last, guys. And they're not really legit. Folks, what we're doing here, as far as I can see from my perspective, what we're doing here, guys, has never been done before.
Never been done?
I don't, well, somebody tell me. I don't know any other cryptocurrency where the goal was to accumulate, to attain real tangible assets and keep adding those assets, guys. Listen, our coin right now, guys, is backed by billions of dollars.
Oh my God. No, it's not. It's not even backed by gold.
1.2, 1.3 billions, not millions, billions. Well, folks, we're not stopping there. Gary Kramer pointed that out over the weekend. We're not.
And my YouTube channel is worth billions of dollars. Like, fuck off, Miles.
We're not looking to back our coin by billions. We're looking to back our coin by trillions, guys. So many people ask me, Miles, how are you guys going to be able to support?
We need to hear from Zoom users.
All the coins in circulations. Because we're not going to stop, guys. Whether it's another gold mine or diamond mine or possibly even real estate.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that they added the diamond mine. That's right. We haven't heard much about that either. That was just kind of mentioned, like that they were going to get a diamond mine too. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Remember that was the thing?
Our coin, and I've been doing crypto for a long time. Our coin from...
Where's the audit of anything backing this, Joe? That's what I mean. We haven't seen anything. They just literally come out here and say, there's a vault. And it has stuff in it. Like, to be fair, they've shown the mine. So, like, there is a mine that exists. Now, is it their mine? I can't say for sure. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, I don't know. But they haven't done an audit of anything. Like, I don't know what is allegedly in this vault that they claim is worth billions of dollars. They just come out here and say these numbers. They're just like, oh, it's worth $1 billion. And it's like, you can't even, that's not even how you come up with what your company, like we talked about that before, right? But on Passive was all like, we're a unicorn company. And I was like, actually, let's talk about how you come up with, the value of your company. And like, billions. How do we get there, We got the gold mine, but we're getting the shaft. Ooh, yeah.
My perspective is the first coin that's actually backed by real tangible assets. I tell you that, folks, because that is part of the reason for the quote delay. Okay, and as I said, once these things come to fruition, guys, you're going to be very, very happy. I wanted to jump back, guys, and say one thing about the website, because many people, including myself, that attended the event in Vegas, we were expecting the website to be released over the weekend. And I can tell you, folks, I spoke to the president, Bob Thompson. The number one thing, guys, pay quicker, right? There's a few things that needed to be, again, here we go again. T's crossed, I's dotted, banking regulations would pay quicker. They're almost done, folks. That was one of the real bottlenecks for not having the website up. Again, you see what we're doing here, guys.
Wait, you took the website down because you didn't have the banking regulations? What?
We're trying our best to answer your questions based on what we know. But the cool thing is, guys, I'm looking at some notes I have here. New website. Okay, we've talked about that. Peer-to-peer, guys. The exchange. All of that, guys, is right around the corner. No, we are not blowing smoke up your butt. It's right around the corner, guys.
I think you are. I think you're just blowing smoke up everybody's butt. Wouldn't have been my choice of expression, but I mean, you said it.
I'm going to tell you guys, I thought, this is just me saying this, I thought there was a possibility that we'd be on chain last Saturday night. I think that was the 11th. Not going to tell you where I heard that. Maybe some of you might have heard that. So what I'm saying, folks, is those of you that may have heard that like I did, that tells you how close we are, guys. But we want to do things the right way. So again,
how is this new information that we had to have a meeting with the advisors for?
The new website, which I'm really excited about, guys. Peer-to-peer, the exchange, it's right around the corner. But check this out, guys. The Academy, folks, it's here. It's here. So I encourage all of you to get involved, take advantage of this major discount.
Is it though? Because again, nothing's back there. So, I mean, are you discounting it now because there's nothing back there?
This promotion, guys, that I believe, well, I know it ends on Friday midnight. I think that's Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the East Coast. I think it's Pacific Standard Time. Take advantage of getting those 8 coins, even if it's at the 199 level, the 999 level. Get those 80 coins. Because after Friday, guys, on Saturday, the basic level, guys, is going to go up to $3.99. It's going to go from $1.99 to $3.99. And the $9.99 is going to go up to $1,999. And folks, this is an investment in your education.
What? How much? Oh my God, in this economy? You want people to pay how much? Like, that's ridiculous, dude. Like, that is fucking ridiculous. Wow.
It's an investment in yourself. Again, I don't want to tell you how to work your business, but maybe you could even partner up with a friend or a buddy. Only one of you would have access. Listen, guys, I'm just trying to give you some ideas. Because every single member
with a buddy. Only one of you would have access. What are you talking about then?
Of GGC should be going through that academy. I'm going through it right now, guys. I'm not done. I'm going through it right now.
There's nothing back there. What do you mean? What are you going through? A hard time, it seems like, but not. What do you mean you're going through the academy right now? There is nothing back there. Everybody's complaining, especially since they got charged again. Showed that at the beginning of this. I just, like, what do you mean? They haven't added anything back there.
Really shocked at the information that's in there. And I come from a crypto background. Okay, I mean,
he is right. If I got charged for something and then I went back there and there was nothing back there, I would be shocked. But, like, not in the way that he's meaning. Jesus Christ.
Larry might have mentioned also I know he probably did. I just want to reiterate, in order to be active and earn from those 7 levels, notice I'm using that word active again, guys. To be active, you need to pay your $29.99 a monthly maintenance fee. Okay, Larry did talk about that already. But again, that's what's going to keep you active, and that's going to allow you access to those 7 levels. And some of you may say, hey, Miles, I'm not a builder. I'm not interested in becoming a builder. I'm not interested in building levels of my downline. Well, listen, folks, you may feel that way right now. But as time goes on, this company grows and we expand all around the world. You may change your mind. You may want to start building your team, building that downline deep. So I would say, guys, just remain active, remain a team player in what we're doing. So we talked about the academy. We talked about the comp plan. Oh, and by the way, folks, I wish there was more than 24 hours a day. I did film a lot of the event over the weekend. Okay, so I'm working on getting that stuff together, getting it edited for you guys. I know you'd like to hear from Gary Kramer. I got a video of him. Of course, my buddy, Mr. Mark Guest, a video of him, some videos of Keith Yarbrough speaking. And then at the end of the event, guys, the entire board was on stage and they were answering questions. I have that tape for you guys as well. So I'll be providing that I'll be dropping that probably in Larry's Telegram group. I'll give that to Larry. I have to say this. Same thing, folks. I'm not going to have it ready tonight. Okay, give me to at least the weekend. I'll have that stuff all cleaned up for you guys, and it's pretty exciting, including an opportunity to hear from the Lane twins and myself. We had a chance to speak on stage.
Wow.
Hey, Miles, will you get this recording out as soon as possible? Because there's pitchforks and fire torches in the streets.
I will. I'll get it out as soon as I can, Larry.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, folks, those are.
I got this video out.
Let's remind everybody.
Go ahead, Dawn. Please. Go ahead, Dawn.
Let's remind everybody of the next event in June 13th here in Dallas.
Here in Dallas.
We'll have more information out on the calls, but the Gaylord is where we're set to have it. Right
at the Gaylord. Oh my. Hello. Good to have you. Enjoy. This is the Global Gold Course. You might know this one from Danny's channel as well. He's covered it as well in the past. And we have trolled some of their meetings, but then they got good at making it so that we can't really do much in there anymore.
Right now?
Sometimes the chat.
June 13th, Dallas. And we'll get all that information to you. But I've already had a whole...
That's my birthday, by the way. June 13th. I'll be 40 this year. That's right. Yeah, now you guys can say I'm 40. I've allegedly been 40 out here the whole time. I'm old.
A whole bunch of people already registered to come to it. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
looking forward to that one.
I'm looking forward to that now on my birthday. Wonderful. Awesome. I'll probably be busy on my birthday, but I usually do something for birthday.
Yep.
Hey, Miles, and I'll say too, just one more thing
Maybe we'll do that.
really quick. You know, everybody also at the end of the day, everybody still has their coins. This company has been so generous with matching coins and bonus.
Usually my birthday is on a weekday. I don't know what day it is this year. I should probably check. Little one's still in school in June. They usually get out closer to the end of June. So we usually celebrate on the weekend. I usually celebrate with you guys on my birthday. Hello. 40's nothing. Just wait until 55. I can wait up 15 years for that, Joe. I'm good. I'm good. Although I do say in my life, every decade gets better. So I am looking forward to my 40s. Since, you know, my 20s were better than my childhood and my 30s were better than my 20s, you know. I think in my 40s are probably going to be better than my 30s, and I just keep getting better with age.
Coins and coins when people sign up absolutely free. Just remember what Miles said. Gary Kramer, I've got a couple of deals right now that I'm working with Gary Kramer to add billions and billions of dollars more behind this coin.
Billions and billions of dollars more. We should probably start with the first billion there. I don't believe that there's billions backing this up. Hey, if you do, tell me why.
But Gary did say out of his mouth, his goal in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, he wants to have $1 trillion or more behind this coin. Can you imagine what that's going to do to the value? So don't get discouraged right now if you don't have the money or you can't afford the academy.
Yeah, what it's going to do to the value, because there's no value right now. There's no value. We've leaked the private documents of this that prove that there is nothing backing this coin. So when they're like, they literally just make it up billions of dollars.
You literally can be giving out your free link. Why is it important to give out your free link? Because people start to create those wallets on our exchange. And that helps us when we get ready to go to Kraken and all the Coinbase and all the other exchanges. But it also helps you because if you think about Binance right now, Binance is making billions and billions and billions of dollars a day, every day, just in exchange fees. So think about when the word gets out about our
kind of not though, like crypto's kind of going down too.
GGC chain, and people can actually get a piece of the exchange fees just by taking the academy, just by learning more about crypto. That's going to get out there. And then what's going to happen is you say, hey, yeah, create a free wallet and then look at our academy. You can start bringing all of your crypto people in. Now they're getting a piece of the exchange fees and you're getting a piece of all of that in your 7 levels. This is the only model I've ever seen where somebody that says, I'm not a builder, I can't build, you can share a free website.
$1 billion.
Right? You can give away a $100 gift backed by real world assets. Everybody
backed by real world assets. You can give a $100 gift backed by real world assets. Like, we're just saying words. None of them are backed by real world assets. Like, does it come with a certificate? Is it a big golden certificate that literally just says on it real world assets? That would be great. I would love that. That would be awesome.
Can do that. And what'll happen is before you know it, you signed up 5 people. Well, guess what? Those 5 people went out and shared it with a couple of people. Maybe on your level 3, a big crypto enthusiast came in that got the vision and bought the academy. And all of a sudden now you've got another 1,000 people on your level 3 and you're picking up levels of pay. You never know what free can lead to. And that's never been more important than our model here at GGC. I've said it from the beginning. I believed it from the beginning. I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe it, because when I join an opportunity, the first thing I do is I find the lifeboat. And if I need to get my teams to a lifeboat, we will get off the ship before it sinks. And I have not seen that here because
well, I mean, we do know that. We have followed Larry from many scams. This is Larry Lane from Nilo Life. We've been following him since that. All right. So we found him when we found Nilo Life. And then he's also done like Talk Fusion, a whole bunch, right? He was in Lev AI right before this. So this is what I mean. He does jump ship the second that he thinks that it's a scam or whatever. I mean, that much is true about him. But that's why I'm also wondering if he has a bigger hand in this one than just being a robot here that's on the their board or you know, because he would usually have jumped ship by now.
I believe in Gary. I believe in Mark. I believe in Keith and Tommy and the guys. And I know we have an incredible company here. This is something that can change every single life. If you're listening to this recording, you're here at the right time. But I'm telling you, just like Miles with the internet, with Bitcoin, with all of the things we missed, I'm not missing this one. We're the only one out there with a real asset-backed coin. And right now, everybody's like, no, we haven't.
Every time he says asset, I'm going to be thinking of ass hats. Thomas, thank you.
Perfect. We've had hurdles. We've had bumps, but you've got to go through that to get the big win. And I want every member of my team, Miles, and all these amazing people to have a big win. And I think we can do that here at GGC. So, Miles, I'll give it back to you. And everybody, that was...
The dog's trying to warn you. The dog's saying, it's a scam, get out.
Gary Lane with that whole speech.
That
You're
was
all
not
very
Gary Lane.
welcome.
That was Larry Lane. Go ahead, Miles.
Oh, folks, listen, guys, we're just having a good time because, guys, listen, as I said, we are under NDA, but we know what's coming. That's why we have smiles on our faces. That's why you hear those dings. I'm getting so many messages. I see a couple. Well, I see one person raise their hand.
Do me proud, Bob. Do me proud. Oh gosh.
Okay, can you hear me?
Gotcha, Bob. Go ahead, buddy.
We can hear you.
Yes. When Larry says that I'm excited, that's probably an understatement. And from my perspective, I'm 69 years old, 69 years young. I have never in my life had anything to do with crypto until I got a chance to be connected to Larry through a couple of people. And I can tell you that that connection has gone really well because my team now has over 1,700 wallets, and we represent, I don't know, Larry, now 9, 10, 11, 12 different countries that are all excited and waiting. A lot of our people have gone into the academy. And when we talk about where those people are, well, I'm 15 levels deep, and that's only 1,700 wallets. But the meat and potatoes is in the first 7 levels. And so what Miles is talking about, what Larry's talking about, what Don's talking about is the fact that when I looked at this, it was a no-brainer. And I'm going to take advantage of 4 income streams instead of just being able to deal with my coins. Hey, thank you all for giving me a chance to speak because I'm just so
Yeah, no, it was definitely riveting. What would we have done in this meeting had you not said that? Kiss ass some more.
excited. I can't wait for all this to go live. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. We appreciate it. So
Say I like our Agent 00 Bob better than that Bob. Just saying.
listen, folks, we're going to get ready to wrap this up. For those of you just joining us, you're just joining. Again, folks, my apologies. I thought my Zoom capacity was higher, and I just increased it as I was talking to you. So again, my apologies. Normally, I host my Zoom just for like my immediate team. Also, want to let you know, guys, maybe we'll do this again. Okay, this was our first time like on my Zoom, had a couple little hiccups, but we'll probably do this again if you folks want us to. We'll do it again.
You mean maybe? No, we might do this again. Like what? I hope so. Like I hope that you tell them what's going on more actually than you did here.
The last thing I want to leave with you is the main reason we had this meeting, guys, because again, I don't think we told you anything that you didn't already know.
Not really.
The reason why we had this meeting, folks, all of the president and advisory board members, is because we
was to manipulate you.
care about you guys. Okay, you're all part of
Or they care, sure.
somebody's team. I think everybody's part of Larry's team. Okay, and Dr. Steve. I know Dawn has her own team. I'm part of Larry's team. We care about you folks. So we took the time to come on here, share our thoughts from the weekend, and share with you what we know. Oh, and having said that, if we hear something really impactful that happens within the next couple of days or a week, and it's not part of our NDA, we'll be more than happy to share it with you. All right, so with that said, folks, have a great night. Stay blessed. Okay, and we'll see you on the next. Yeah, there will be a next, guys. We'll see you on the next GGC VIP team update. Take care, folks.
Wow. Crazy. So guys, that was the meeting. Aren't you glad that you didn't miss out on that? I mean, Lord, what an amazing meeting that was. And then after that meeting was done, Larry Lane uploaded an amazing short video. Pre-launch announcement, GGC Academy, coming April 2026. All right, so don't worry, the Academy should be here this month.
Hello, my name is Tony Drexel Smith. I'm the co-founder of Finfire, and I'm super excited to announce that today our team, working in concert with the Global Gold Coin LLC team.
Remember Tony? We talked about Tony. I had a whole stream on Tony.
Has developed an academy so that the education piece of the business can now be implemented. We've put together a 7-level payout plan. We put together an academy with courses and associated modules. And our team today is going to be presenting to you how it will work. And we've got the entire team that worked on this together in this call with you today, so everyone can add comments, value, and give you the details. Our main presenter today will be Nick Cope. Nick has a lot of business experience, a lot of knowledge and experience in how to do these presentations, and he represents our team very well. So we're excited to have him go ahead and take the lead here, and everyone else will interact. Nick, if you can go ahead and take it over, that'd be awesome.
Yes, sir.
Thank God, because Jesus, Tony, you couldn't be more boring if you tried.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to present. As Tony mentioned, today we have a super exciting announcement about the GGC Academy launching. This is where you get to learn more and earn more. You complete courses, earn GGC coins, and you actually get rewarded for your knowledge. GGC just got better. The Academy enhances everything you already love about GGC. GGC Academy adds world-class education to our ecosystem. Expert-led courses and modules on gold, crypto, blockchain, DeFi, wealth building, and more. Complete your courses and earn GGC coins as rewards. The more you learn, the more you earn. Your effort, your reward. Same team, same vision, now with a proven path to mastery, plus a compensation plan that pays you weekly for sharing it. So what is GGC Academy? Well,
so for recruiting, in other words, illegal.
It's education that rewards you, courses, and you earn GGC coins. Pass the quizzes, you earn coins. $1.99 a course, 4 modules, 4 coins. $9.99 course, 20 modules, 40 coins. And as Tony mentions, there's a 7-level compensation plan with dynamic compression plus weekly payouts when you share the academy with others. Inside this course, it's action-packed with amazing curriculum. As you can see here, the first 10, gold investment fundamentals, blockchain fundamentals, understanding digital coins and tokens, real-world assets and tokenization, initial coin offerings and token launches, stable coins and digital dollar, the future of digital currencies, U.S. regulatory environment, holding, selling, and trading digital assets, the global gold coin ecosystem. 10 more, network marketing fundamentals, building a digital asset.
Will you be following the new laws and like the new tax laws and stuff? I'm just wondering. Yeah, just wondering.
Asset business, risk management in crypto markets, DeFi, decentralized finance explained, smart contracts and their application, personalized finance and wealth building, the gold standard in commodity markets, compliance and legal frameworks for crypto, building community and leadership, and the GGC Masterclass, putting it all together. This is your path to find financial mastery. It's an education that pays you back. You take courses, you pass quizzes, you earn coins, and you share with others to get paid more. You're going to become the expert in digital currency. And to add on, we got these things called Gary's Corner and Keys Corner and more subject level experts that are going to do live weekly sessions from these industry leaders. You'll learn about real-time crypto and gold market analysis, regulatory updates as they happen in real time, investment strategies from experts, weekly, bi-weekly live sessions, network marketing fundamentals, team building and activation strategies, team retention.
Sorry, I feel like I fell into a trance there for a minute. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, could you be more alive?
From the builder of a $55 million a month company. Now, what's it look like? Well, there's a couple packages offered today
as an early bird special. The first one is going to be the starter package. You could get one course, which entails 4 modules, and you'll get 4 coins. When you complete 4 modules, you'll get 4 GGC coins for $199. Or you can get all 5 courses, 20 modules, and get 40 coins. That's twice the amount of coins for only $9.99. You enroll in your package, you take each module at your own.
Crazy that there isn't like a part where I could just get like half of them. Like there should also be a level where you could get like, you know, like 3 courses. You know what I mean? Maybe you get 10 modules, and then you get like, I don't know, 20 coins or something. I don't know. It's just bizarre that your choice is one course, which, like, what are you really going to learn with that? That's the whole point, right? So it pushes people to get the $9.99 one, because it's like, when you're in an MLM, they keep pushing you to be successful in your business. And so in your mind, you're going to say, I'm not going to learn much probably from just one course. Like, if I want to be successful, I got to take the whole shebang. So this to me is just a tactic, because I think by law they would have to offer at least a couple different memberships, you know, since they're trying to be legitimate so much. And this is just bullshit to me. Because most of the people in this are going to be pushed to get the $9.99 one. And then if they don't, they're going to be told, well, that's probably why you're not doing so good in your business. So then a lot of people in this are going to end up paying the $199, and then they're going to end up moving up to the $9.99, I feel. And I don't know if they're going to be charged like extra for that. Like, is it totally different course, or is it like one of the 5 courses that you get in the big pack? That's the starter pack, you know? And why is it called the full early bird package? Does it disappear once this goes live? Like, that's what that says to me, because that wouldn't be good. That's kind of what you're trying to sell, isn't it?
Home pace, you pass the quiz, and after each module, you'll get certificates and you'll get coins. So this is what the compensation plan looks like. 50% of every sale goes directly to participation compensation. Level 1, 20%. Level 2, 10%. Level 3, 5%. Level 4, 2%. Level 5, 2%. Level 6, 2%. Level 7, 1%.
Pretty typical MLM structure and compensation.
On that $9.99 package, that's a total compensation of $420. And check this out. There's also bonus pools. There's a leadership pool for 2% coming in 90 days.
Oh my God.
There's also
90 days. I thought that this was all starting in the next like 48. What you gotta wait 90 days for?
Boards and trips for 6% for a grand total of 50%.
Lord.
How do you activate this? Well, one, you have to get one of the package offerings for the actual courses. And the second is access to the monthly recurring meetings for $29.99 a month maintenance.
Yeah, so you pay the $199 or the $9.99, and then after that, it's $30 a month.
I'd love to invite Keith onto this call to share a little bit more about this compensation plan.
Thank you, Nick. And, you know, it's exciting. Every traditional business I've ever had has always had.
There's Keith. There he is. There's our favorite guy, Keith.
Overhead. When you say $29.95 as a monthly maintenance, you know, it's pretty simple math. That's $1 a day to maintain your business. And, you know, we love this business. We love that there's no time limits or quotas. Some people like to go
yeah, but then you're also having to buy coins and stuff. So
really, really fast. Some people are just looking for a supplement. Some people are just looking to meet some new friends and have a good time. But, you know, there's a chance here and an opportunity for some people that really need something special to come in their life to turn everything around.
Yeah, we really needed something special with a fake coin backed by billions of dollars of assets that we can never see and have no certification or anything that proves that they exist. Yeah, no, that's what we were all looking for, Keith. Very good. Don't worry, guys. We're halfway through this, and then we're done.
There's a lot of people that are going to be watching this video that have, 3 or 4 months of their precious time invested here moving forward that really hasn't been compensated a lot. But now all of a sudden, every single one of those active wallets that are on their front line are going to have the opportunity to get involved in our.
I love that that was just brought up. They've been going for 4 months. They haven't been compensated yet. Uh-huh. Yeah, but for some reason, when they go into their back office, they are being given money, They're told that they're making money, but they haven't actually been compensated yet for anything. So everyone's just waiting around here with websites that don't work and coins that aren't worth anything.
Compensation plan and become active and go to work and actually earn residual income on like you said, 7 levels deep.
Is it residual income? Is it residual income if you have to work for it? Because you have to recruit people to get these 7 levels. That means you have to have like someone under you who has someone under them, who has someone under them, who has down 7 levels in order to receive all this compensation, right? So you are working. It's not just residual until you sign up enough people to get all 7 of these levels. So can we really call that residual income right now? Because to me, residual income is income that you get when you're not doing anything for it. Right? It doesn't mean, like, you can't really call, like, that would be like calling your paycheck residual income, Hey, Salame. Like, he's like, oh, it's residual income. Whoa. Not until you get all 7 levels recruited in. And technically you're paying $30 a month to make the money in your MLM. So you have to pay in order to make the money in the MLM that you already signed up for and bought into. Awesome.
Just to go a little bit deeper into that, I want everybody to know that to start with, you're going to earn 3 levels.
And by the way, all the other MLMs, they definitely have a fee, a monthly fee that you have to keep your website going. It's usually not $30 a month, though. It's usually closer to like $15, $20 at the most. So like this is expensive for what they're offering by MLM standards even.
Deep. Everybody, regardless of whether you have 1 or 100 people that you've referred, are going to earn 3 levels deep forever. To capture that 4th and 5th level, you're going to eventually need to have 6 active people, and to earn on levels 6 and 7, you're going to need to have 12 active people. But we're going to give everybody 3 full complete calendar months to qualify and get yourself actually coded to where you can earn all 7 levels deep. So during the month of April, May.
So the leadership pool is coming in 3 months because they're basically taking your money that you're using to buy in to form it. Got it, Keith.
And June, everybody's going to be grandfathered to earn 7 levels deep. And then starting July 1st, we will actually enforce those coding qualifications where everybody has to do that. So, Nick, it's really exciting what's happening. Everybody has paid the price in helping us go through this pre-launch period. I've never been with a company, although I've been doing this 30 years now. I've never been with a company that put 500,000 people in pre-launch. I think we.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be doing that. That's ridiculous.
Now have about 720 or 725,000 active wallets.
Chris Johnson is like, he's never heard of OnPassive
in our genealogy. And, not every one of those are going to get active. Not everybody's going to want to build a team, but the ones that are going to be rewarded handsomely. We're going to have some people that break the income records out there. And needless to say, we're very boastful and proud of where we're headed, the direction we're going. And Nick, you and Tony and y'all staff there at Finfire, hats off to you guys because y'all have done a fantastic job putting all this together.
Well, thanks so much, Keith. Well, as Keith mentioned, we have this amazing offering right now, which is going to expire next Friday, March 13th, 2026 at midnight. It's the early bird pricing for each of these courses that we're offering. The first one is going to be the starter. It's going to be $199 plus the $29.99 monthly fee. That's going to be 4 modules and you get 4 GGC coins. The second option is going to be
their Las Vegas Circle Jerk was just this past weekend. Yeah.
Early bird course for the full course at $9.99, and you're going to get 4 GGC coins for the 20 modules. This is the best value and the most coins you're going to get. After the 13th, price is going to increase to $2,000. So right.
What the fuck? And as you can see, apparently the regular pricing is going to be $4,000. Same academy, so the 20 modules and then 40 GGC coins for 2,000 or 4,000. That's ridiculous. Yeah, FOMO. Lord. Yeah, good luck selling this to people after March 13th. That's all it's doing, is it's making it harder for people to sell this.
Now, you're getting half off of what that looks like. Same academy, but it goes up to a higher price. How to sign up? Well, there's 5 simple steps to get pre-registered for the academy launch. First, you're going to fill in your name, last name, phone number, email, and address. You're going to enter in who referred you. First name.
Well, you forgot to tell us to click the link in the chat.
Last name, email, ID. Next, you're going to pay the $9.99 full academy 40 coins or the $199 starter for the 4 coins. And you're also going to do the subscription to the updates, expert content, and network benefits for $29.99. I'd love to share my screen of what this actual landing page looks like. It is officially live. We have 5 days, 8 hours, 10 minutes to go. Pricing is built for you. Invest in yourself. The returns are unlimited. You'll see both the packages right here. 75% savings versus retail. This is valued at $4,000 and you're getting it right now. 20 modules under the courses for only $9.99. When you scroll down, you'll see this early bird pricing, and here's where you're going to fill out your name, your phone number, your email, your address, who referred you, first name and last name, their email, and if they have an ID number. You scroll down, you'll see a couple of different options. You'll see the first course right here. You simply select it if that's going to be your option. Second is going to be the first course, ongoing monthly subscription, or if you are looking for alternative payments such as Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, or other, you could simply select this option right here, go through the process, and our team will reach out. Again, starter pack, full course, ongoing access, or alternative pay. Larry, I'd love to invite you for additional comments.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that's very exciting that I talked to Keith about, I know we're going to be paying on 7 levels, but there's many people that will be watching
Larry and his clock.
this Zoom that have 8 levels, 10 levels.
I think everyone still likes Pam's clock better though.
Levels, 20 levels, 30 levels. We are going to have dynamic compression, which is going to absolutely, if somebody's not active or they're not on the subscription, the $29.99, it is going to actually roll up. So you will have a lot of people coming into your 7 levels. The other thing that's really important that I want everybody to realize, this is just the first stepping stone. This is the academy. We're going to be paying 7 levels on the academy, but we are going on chain very, very soon. Remember, like Keith said, if someone on your 5th level orders, $10,000 worth of GGC, that is also going to pay 7 levels through this incredible compensation plan. So we've told everybody, be referring people, be signing up wallets, and just like he said, now you're going to be rewarded for that. And the group at Finfire, we continue to add real world assets to back our coin. And again, this is where you need to get.
Like what? Can you list some, Larry?
out to your people, get the barcode out, make sure by next Friday everyone has ordered their package, because that is when we'll be lining everything up and paying that first commission run. So again, you guys are awesome at Finfire. This is such an
You guys need a bunch of money to like get this going. Is that part of the problem? It just seems like such a weird push to like create this academy all of a sudden, claim it's to legitimize you, which doesn't make sense, and then push everyone to buy in for $199 or $999 right now, and then $2,000 after the like. That's ridiculous.
incredible presentation, and thank you for putting this together.
Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and pull our call to action right here on the screen. You'll see the Q.
Neither does he. Technically, it's John Cena's loser cousin Skippy. It's our favorite Hollywood scamming twin.
QR code. You also see the website, globalgoldcoinacademy.com, and options the page. We're officially live, and this offer is lasting.
So am I paying now via this instead of paying by sending the money directly to Keith? Because that's what they used to do. They used to send the money directly to Keith. So is it going now towards the whatever? It's probably still going to Keith, damn it. But is this like a different system of paying? So he's going to pull the rug next week before paying commissions, probably. After he steals your money, you can't see him.
Until this next Friday, March 13th at midnight. See you soon.
Did great job. Thank you so much to the team. Appreciate everyone's participation. Go ahead and get that link set up so you can get started. Appreciate everyone's on the Finfire and the GGC LLC team. Have a great day.
Wow. Don't wait. This is the ground floor, it says. Yeah, you should probably wait. In fact, wait forever. Don't join this thing at all. This thing is a giant scam, as we have discussed here today. But that's all I've got for you guys. I had to come on here and show that to you because that was a little bit crazy. All right? That was a little bit crazy. So, I don't know. No, this just happened. This was from yesterday that they posted this. But this stuff was, yeah. So, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens going forward. They claim that in the next 24 hours, they're going to get a new website. So I'll let you guys know over the weekend what's going on with that all. They get a new website, and if people can log in, we'll be keeping an eye on it. Always keeping one eye on Larry Lane. And tomorrow, we should be able to get together to do Friday, which it's been a little while. So it will be nice to get together with everyone for tomorrow's Friday with the Sayers of May. So I hope that you can all come and hang out with me then. I still have yet to see any proof of this thing at all. Again, having any assets, having their gold mine and their diamond mine actually be worth anything. Like their vault. What's in the vault? We may never know. And why are we collecting money and passing coins around to each other and taking classes before we're even on an exchange? It feels like they wouldn't be able to learn much from these courses because, like, I'm the type of person that has to kind of, hands-on learner. I have to kind of be able to do it in order to learn it, especially when it comes to things like this. And I feel like it's just such a disservice for the people in this thing that they're being told that they have to learn about it again before being able to do it. Same shit I said about on Passive and their whole Victory with Ash educational platform. Like, there's no point in having the educational platform if the business isn't doing anything. So if they're not on an exchange doing like some kind of trading or something, like what the hell are they learning about? Like, it would just be information that they could just look up on the internet for free. It's not so much a diamond mine as it is a cubic zirconia mine. Ranking marble over the colors. No, this isn't on Passive. We're doing GGC. But I don't know. Maybe red is marbling over colors of that website again. I'm not sure. but theirs is still the same. Anyway, thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your night. And I will see you all tomorrow for Friday. So pay attention to the community tab because I will be posting it up on there. I know I haven't been doing community tab posts. I will start to do them. It's just I have been really, really busy in my personal life as well right now, with spring being here and spring cleaning starting and everything. But don't worry, they will be starting up back soon. So just bear with me. Thank you so much for being here. I love all of your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Like to sing! Make sure you like and subscribe. Think of joining the members. Pinned is a PayPal link. Think of supporting us. And have a fabulous rest of your night. Thank you, bye.